Hello dear creatives, I welcome us to another beautiful tutorial, and in today's tutorial I'll be showing us how I made this beautiful fascinator. Now this particular video is supposed to be a process video or something, but I decided to make it in such a way that I'll be able to use to pass knowledge to my wonderful creative family on all my social media. So if you've been following my accounts for the past 1 year, by now you should know how to create simple basic art even without enrolling for my paid courses. And this is because I just have this flair for what passing knowledge, irrespective whether you're paying me for it or you're not. I just want you to get value so far you're here with me. So right here, all I simply did was to put a few materials together to create something beautiful. So I'll be putting up the materials required on the screen, so if you want to see the materials required you can check the screen for it. So now for this screen only I used it. I have the video before this shows the process of how the effect on the crinoline was created. Now after doing that, the next thing I did was to create a bow. If you also want to know how a bow was created, you can check my previous videos on how to make a bow. After creating my bow, I did something with this bow. I want you to pay attention to what I did there. If you have to play the video again, go back and play it before attaching my bow to my cap. Now my cap is my heart base. I didn't put any other base. I just worked straight with the cap. This is to let you also know that you can work with what you have. So after attaching it to my cap, the next thing I went on ahead was to get these decorative stems. I cut out 3 pieces of decorative stems and then I folded them into two. After folding each part into 2, I joined them together the way you're seeing here and used my needle and thread to tie them together. This is because I wanted them to give me that opening out effect. And after tying them together, the next thing I went on to do was to use my UH glue to attach them to my cap and my crinoline made bow. The next thing I did after using my glue was to pick my flower. Now, if you want to work, you don't necessarily need to use this particular flower I used in this video. You can decide to use any flower of choice. But if you're my student, let me chip this in. You would know that I do not encourage using the regular things. At least if your work must stand out, you should ensure that you're using materials that are also unique. So go on with your flower, the flower of your choice, and use your flower and your glue to finish your work. Cover up your secrets. My students can relate with this. So all I simply did was to cover up our secrets there, and then I used my glue and my flower to put up a finishing, and then attached my feathers, and my heart is ready. I hope you've learned something new in today's class. See you in our next video tutorial. Bye.